In my progression from the preliminary task to the full product, I feel I now have a more in-depth knowledge about the conventions of music magazines and other publications such as college magazines. Also during this process, from the first task to the full product, I discovered and used a wider range of Photoshop tools, such as the blur tool. These tools weren't necessary in creating my college magazine because there was no necessity for collages and didn't have to look as professional as the full product, because college magazines never look in the same league as music magazines. My preliminary task also looked quite tacky with a red and yellow colour scheme, which I used in an attempt to adopt the college's colours as my house style. I learnt after studying several magazines, such as Enemy, and in particular The Fly, who inspired my magazine, that they only use one key colour which is supported by black and white or other dull and neutral colours. The Fly follows this convention, so on this one it uses yellow as its brighter colour. So I applied this style of colour scheme to my magazine, using blue as my key colour and then using dimmer colours to support it. The colour scheme looked much more sophisticated than my terrible college magazine colours, so I felt a progression in this area. Also, the masthead on my college magazine looked horrible with the thick stroke around all the edges, so on my music magazine I aimed to neglect this feature and use a masthead that was much simpler and clean cut, by selecting a better unique font and lots of straight edges to represent my indie boy subculture within my target audience. Making my college magazine also turned me off busy cover pages, so cue The Fly, who again inspired my magazine with their simple, it's pretty much blank cover, challenging conventions of other magazines like NME, who can sometimes go overboard with cover lines. I also thought about my imagery more on my main task than on my college magazines, because I wanted to present an ideology to my readers and also provoke certain connotations from my models. For example, the first image on my double-page spread has all my models tied together with guitar cables. This connotes that they are wrapped in their music. It's one of their strongest passions and it's all they live for. Also during the process of making my music magazine, I began to take more notice of the layout of covers, contents, and also some double-page spreads on music publications. This helped me to replicate generic conventions such as mastheads, cover lines, layouts, imagery and writing styles in my own magazine, as well as trying to keep my cover page quite simple in a similar fashion to The Fly. The process also opened my eyes to music magazines outside the usual conglomerates such as IPC and Bauer Media. From independent company Mama Group, who produced The Fly, I took my inspiration for making a free zine. Mama Group are an independent publishing company, so this is who I aim to be released by if I ever release Freshers as a proper magazine. This project has also inspired me to maybe start up my own music blog, or maybe actually bring Freshers to life to voice my opinions and spread the word about new local music. I enjoy promoting bands by social networking sites like Facebook, MySpace and Twitter. So this has opened my eyes to taking on music journalism as a potential career in the future, or just as a hobby that I can release on my own monthly.